All right, another negative inspection video. This time I'm looking at 8mm film, standard 8mm film that I processed myself in a very unorthodox Patterson Tank. Shot on the Bell & Howell IMO 41, or not the IMO, excuse me, the Bell & Howell Director 414 Zoomatic. Side note, this is the camera that captured the JFK assassination. So it has some morbid historical history. Alright, so I'm going to put so 8mm film is 16mm in width. That has double the perforations. I'll show you a visual aid here in a minute. I got to get it off this and onto my daylight spool, even though it's already processed, but it makes things easier for the rewinds. That's my rewind. By the way, this is FPP X-ray film. I'm not sure what ISO I shot. I'm pretty sure I shot at 200. I took micro ASO's advice, I think. Shot at 200. I don't know. I keep very bad notes when I'm in the field. By the way, I don't exactly recommend that you process movie film in a Patterson tank because I'll show you why. When I do this in the Patterson tank, I don't have reels that separate the film, so certain parts of the film will actually get smashed into each other as it's developing, and you will get something like that, which looks pretty cool. It's just this particular strip was next to another particular strip of film, and it got emulsified, so it kind of got merged together. And I'll show you guys more mistakes from this unorthodox way. By the way, I got a new loop. See, it's a lot bigger. Should go wide in there. And you will also get this Patterson developing tanks. Again, this is due to the film being smashed against each other, not separated by the reels, which I do not have on me right now. All right, starting to see images. Starting to see images. Oop. That, again, that was due to the film not being spaced out. These look very nice. Oh yeah. By the way, if you don't know about 8mm film, this is a good visual aid. So it only comes in 25 feet. But see this line here? Okay, so you have to expose 1/2. Where's my finger at? There we go. You have to expose one side of it, turn around in the camera, and expose the other side of it. And this line is where the lab is supposed to cut and re-splice it into 50 feet. So you got one side right ways, and the other side upside down. It's pretty cool. You cannot run this in a 16mm film camera. Do you want to know why? Here's an example of 16mm film that I also processed in the Patterson tank. The first thing you immediately notice is this one has double the perfs, these holes, than regular 16mm film. So if you try to run this in a Krasnogorsk 3 or a normal 16mm camera, you are going to destroy it. So that's the difference. Double perfs. See how they're spaced out. This is very minor, but God damn it. This is very minor, but you will get inconsistent developing when you're doing this unorthodox, very ghetto way of developing movie film. But I will say the 8mm is probably the easiest to do in the Patterson Tank because you only have 25 feet. So you will get most of it processed. I think I have about 15 feet that actually came out pretty decent. And this is pretty cheap. I think it's like 25 or 30 bucks. I can't remember. So it's a good experimental film anyway. So you won't break the bank with your film analog budget. I love this. Oh man, I love this. This is like eye candy right now. Such good eye candy. Look at that. Oh man. Woo! This is why I can never stop loving analog film. Yeah, you're gonna see a little bit of inconsistency as I roll it through. Sorry, this is shaking so much. Pretty good exposure, pretty good development. Things might go a little inconsistent. Let's take a look at this. This looks like it was probably the best exposed. It has some, yeah, I think these shots are probably the perfect exposure right here. Definitely. Yeah. I mean, that is almost good contrast. Maybe a little bit overexposed, but yeah, this strip came out really nice. Getting closer on that. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, I like this one too. Such good eye candy. Yeah, I think I have about 15, probably about 15 feet of actually usable, discernible, scan-worthy images. By the way, I dried this film out in my car, which is why it's acting so finicky, and processed it D76 at 14 minutes. I probably pushed the hell out of it, but yeah, seems to be okay.